What's up, guys? Goombah the Coin Guy here. I want to talk about how I turned my coin collecting hobby into a side hustle. So I was collecting coins for years before I ever started reselling coins, right? So what I did is I learned everything I possibly can. That's one thing I'm going to tell you is knowledge is key in this game. The more you know, the more you're going to make. That's pretty much with anything, but especially with numismatic, because, there's so many things that people know that you might not know, where you'll end up selling a coin that's worth, say, $100 for $25 because you didn't know something special about that coin, whether it was a mintage, a die crack, a mint error, or, low mintage, or whatever it is, a VAM. It could be so many different things that you don't know about that coin. So you want to research these things. And you also want to, get a numismatist magazine where there's a course on their website that you take, and there's also podcasts and everything on there. There's a lot of resources on there. Also, I joined the coin club. You join a coin club, you get around them older guys, and this is all they do. Eat lunch with them and just ask them questions. They love talking about coins. So the more you ask them, the more they're going to like you, and the more they're going to want to teach you. So get around the right people. You hang around 5 millionaires, you're the sixth. Gray Sheets. Subscribe to Gray Sheets. And this will tell you how much a reseller or a dealer should be buying certain coins at. That's another thing. The 2026 Red Book, will tell you how much to sell your coins for. And also, eBay. Check eBay prices. Don't just go in there and scroll through there and see what things are listed for. Because if you do that, there's people who list coins for astronomical numbers, and it's not even worth that much. So, go in there and look for sold listings in the last 30 days, and that will give you a good idea of what that coin can possibly price at. Also, if you get some good BU type coins, send them in to ANA. It's an annex, or it's a cheaper price. Also, stay on top of the market. Watch the market. Watch what's going on there. See, look at the patterns and see try to predict how much silver is going to be. Sometimes I buy silver at spot when I can't get any wholesale deals. I'll buy it at a spot. I'll sit on it for 30 days, and in 30 days, I will put this out on the market, and that's what I do. I buy the generic stuff. I'll buy with Libertads, which is not generic, but I'll buy the Mexican Libertads. I'll buy Eagles, and these are all things that go for a premium. So if you can get them at spot and even sell them at the premium, you might make $5 on a coin. You don't make money off of one coin. You make money off of selling multiple coins, a lot of coins at once. So you want to have as many doors open as you possibly can at all times. You want to build a rapport with your customers, even if it's online, even if you don't know these people face to face, they know who you are. They're leaving reviews. You're sending stuff. They know if they buy something off you that you're going to ship it out right away the next day. They want to know that. Also, how do you get coins? How are you going to buy your coins? Where are you going to buy your coins? How much are you going to buy your coins for? That's a big question that I'm sure every dealer has. A lot of the dealers have the benefit of having a store and people coming and going in and out of their house, in and out of their business to sell their coins when they're in need of money or whatever the case may be. So me, on the other hand, I don't have that option. I can't have people coming in and out of my house, right? So I put ads on Facebook Market. I put ads on all the little seller sites. I also do Craigslist. I got business cards made up. I got stickers made up. I did everything I can to promote myself. Put yourself in circles where people are collecting coins, talking about coins, and put yourself in a position where you can buy coins. And I have people hit me up on there all the time. Another thing is safety. Stay safe. People will try to set you up on the internet, man. They'll try to set you up, to rob you, stab you, whatever. Make sure you're packing some heat, man. If you're going to meet somebody, you got a lot of money on you, make sure somebody knows where you're going, what you're doing, and make sure you have some protection. And if you really have a funny feeling, meet them at the police station. Tell them, listen, I have no problem buying your coins, man, whatever they looks like a nice set. I can evaluate what you have there at the police station. If they're going to rob you, they're not going to do it there. At that point, they might as well put the handcuffs on themselves. So that's another way to do it. Another thing I did is I opened up a bank account that is only for coins. Started with 1,000, kept turning coins until I got 3,000, then 4,000, and I just keep working my way all the way up until I have more and more money to invest into I'm investing in, not only in coins, but I'm investing in myself. I'm trading paper money for God's money. This God's money here, man. This money's been, silver and gold has been the same for 1,000 years, thousands of years. I mean, we still have ancient coins running around and all that kind of stuff, you know. I got Alexander the Great coins, you know. That confirms for me, man, that this is God's money, you know. So that's another thing, man. So I keep putting money back into this little business until I'm able to pull, you know, my initial investment out, which I've already done. Got my investment out. Now I'm just working with profit money. But that's what I am currently doing. And like I said, this YouTube stuff, this TikTok and all that stuff, never been my thing, but I'm learning it, and it can be a really good resource for you. You know, there's so many YouTube and TikToks and all kinds of things on numismatics and bullion and collecting and stacking, and you can learn a lot just through that. So take advantage of this stuff if this is something that you want to do. You know, if you're just collect, you know. I do the whatnot shows, I do auctions and all sorts of any outlet that I could take advantage of, anything I could do, even when I'm at work. You know, if I'm doing a job and people are going to pay me, I'll say, listen, I take coins too. You can pay me in silver and coins. Like, I try to use any resource I can. I take gold, you know, give me gold. If you ain't got the money, you can pay me with gold. I'll fix your leak, whatever, you know? So that's how I'm doing it. And then my next step is I'm going to get a storefront. I'm going to open up a coin store, and I'm going to become a legitimate business. Right now it's a side hustle, but eventually, I know it. I already know it. You have to have that attitude. So you got to be a go-getter to do this stuff. If you're lazy and you don't want to put the effort in, then you're not going to get nothing out of it. You get out of this stuff what you put into it. I'm putting my soul, my life into this, and this is going to happen. I don't have no doubt in my mind. I'm going to have a store, and I'm going to have a coin business, and that's just what it is. There's nobody can tell me differently. So you have to have that go-getter attitude, man. Because if you don't have no trust in yourself, who else? Then why do the people that you're selling to trust you? Why do anybody gonna have faith in you? You got to believe in yourself first, man. So if you ain't stacking, you're slacking.